This is Jeffrey again for Art Panda TV, and for today's video, I'll be unboxing this Derwent Inktense blocks. For this one, hello guys, again I'm back. So I'll check what's inside the box or inside the tin can. So let's see. So when we open the tin can, it is still sealed with plastic, so we'll remove that and swatch the Inktense or the ink blocks. So there you go. I love seeing new paints. So let's now test or swatch the Inktense blocks. I actually noticed right away that it's kind of powdery, or I just feel like there's powder even in the water that I use the water to cleanse onto. I notice it's really thick, and also if you look at the paper, you will see there that it's opaque, right? Look at those black markers, and also if you will see how thick those paints are as applied on the paper. I didn't notice this when I tried the Intense pencils. But one thing I notice here is you can go thicker or you can go thinner depending on the water that you will put on your brush. And I notice here that it's really hard to do some mixing of colors. I don't know if I just need to practice or I just need to test it. But this is just a first few feedback that I have for the blocks. And looking at this paints, as you notice, is thick, right? So you will actually notice that, and the brushes or the strokes would really show how you applied it on the paper. Okay, and I'm almost done. Actually, my favorite color here is the baked earth and the mustard. Okay, because you rarely have that on your paints, right? And also you will see the granulation for bark, charcoal, and ink black. So you will see the granulation there. And then now we'll be painting a fish. So I chose a very colorful fish, so I can use most of the paints that I have here. Alright, so okay, let's start from the background. By the way, I actually tried using it or holding it and try applying it, but I feel like I will break it because it's a little softer because they're thin. And now I would like to try it by just wetting my brush and typically using it like a pan or a half pan, or paint in the half pans. So now I'm doing the background, and I was having a hard time with blending it with other paints. Again, I use here the blocks. It's really soft, and like what it says, it's not watercolor, it's ink in the blocks. So if you put it or if you paint it on the paper, it will not activate or reactivate compared to watercolor. That's the difference between this set of colors and the watercolor pencils. So that is why if you notice for Derwent, there's thing as Inktense and there's watercolor pencils. So looking at the background, if you notice, I had a hard time with mixing or blending the background. But don't worry, you can work on that. You can go back and cover those paints. Now I'm starting to paint the body of the fish using this silver brush. Number 8, I think. Okay. So I started by painting the lighter ones and then go with color blue. So there's like around 5 colors of blue in this set. I'm not satisfied with how it turned out, and I felt like it's really flat. So I needed help by looking for my Inktense pencils, because I have 72 colors for the Inktense pencils. So I will use it here since um, I felt like I had a hard time doing the painting. However, as you go along, you'll be able to learn that you can just, do the layering technique, or um, putting paints on top of each other. And looking here for a tone that is much brighter and more vibrant. Though the blocks in this set are vibrant, but it doesn't um, look close to the reference photo that I was looking to, where I was copying the fish from. So I needed help. So looking at this one, it would be finer if you have the brush or um, the Inktense pencils, because you can have finer details like what I'm doing here on the background. So the main or the foreground will pop up, right? So the main subject will pop up from the background. So now I'm using different colors of pencils, and for this one I will just go over and put some highlights on the colors of the fish, going to the fins, the tail, and the eyes. So there you go. So here's now the verdict if I will recommend using the Inktense blocks or not. Definitely, it's highly recommended for you to use this. It's a different way to be challenged or find your creativity using a different medium. But if you really wanted to choose and save money for watercolors, I suggest you stick with picking watercolors, or probably having the watercolor pencils instead of the blocks, because I actually just bought this one because I really wanted to try and see how I will break my creativity block. So by having this Inktense blocks, it actually made me think how I'll use it and how I can be creative with the output that I have seen initially. So as you see, it looks like it's chalky, right? But it's not really chalky, but I noticed there are granules, or like powder, when you dab your brush onto the blocks. So that's how I see it. It's not really pure ink. I know, I'm not sure how you call that, but there's like this powdery form when you activate it, or when you wet your blocks using your brushes. And I actually noticed on the glass, or on the water bucket that I have for cleaning my brush, I noticed that there's like a formation of granules or powder at the bottom of it. Most likely that's the Inktense, or the powder from the Inktense blocks. So, and this is also light fast, and it's permanent. And also the inks are when you apply it, it will stay there. So you have to make sure you plan ahead how you will or how you want to see your output. Like for this one, you can be creative, or you can just go with the flow. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, because you can always change your paper, right? But your momentum, it's really hard to find it back. So just keep on painting and be inspired. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's part of it. It's part of the journey. And I hope you like this video, guys. I hope you learned something from me today. and it's always interesting to try different medium or different sets of paints or colors and record it myself, because I learn a lot from it, and I hope you also do the same. And wherever you are, please stay safe. And if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, please do subscribe. I have a lot of art videos, travel videos, and food trips on my gallery. So thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye.